Hi, I'm Lindsay Halsey with Pathfinder. I'm excited you're here. I'm going to show you how you can get found on Google with ease by following a holistic approach to SEO. Let's dive in. Let's start with a definition. Search engine optimization is the art and science of getting your website found in the free or organic space of Google, Yahoo, and Bing. When we think about organic search, we think about getting found in search queries like this. Interior designer near me might be the query, and we see the 3-pack of Google Maps results. These are all free results that you can get traction from. And then the people also ask section. We also see traditional organic search results like you see here with Yelp and the website below it. And then finally, you can get free traction in the AI overviews in AI mode, which is Google's generative experience that comes from AI. And we can see that businesses get cited and listed here as well. When we think about the goal of SEO, it's relatively simple. We start by thinking about wanting to improve rankings and build visibility, which in turn is going to help us increase traffic to our websites, generate more leads, and then ultimately increase sales. And you might be thinking right now, should I invest in SEO, etc.? And one of the reasons why SEO is such a good thing to invest in is because it's a rising tide that lifts all boats. And what I mean by that is the things that you do to get more traction on Google have a positive impact on your social media, your email marketing, any of your paid ads, things like Google ads or Facebook ads. And also they help you to get found in AI platforms like a ChatGPT, a Gemini, or a Perplexity. So these are all reasons why when you invest in SEO, you're actually getting much more value and it's kind of a multiplier. The next reason is because you'll see long-term results. This is more of a marathon than a sprint, and the things that you invest in here are going to help pay dividends in the months and years to come. And finally, you can think of SEO as being more like an owned marketing channel. So when you do something like Google Ads or paid ads, you're sort of renting space. In this case, you're going to really find more traction because you have an owned marketing channel and it's something that you've really invested in. The challenges, though, are real, and that is that SEO can feel complicated and ever-changing. There's no results guarantee. It can be expensive. It's hard to know who to trust and hard to identify what's going to be impactful. And that's really what I'm here to help you do. Our guided approach to SEO at Pathfinder is really designed to help you overcome all of these challenges so you can get found on Google with ease. And it starts with education. And when I think about education, I think about first understanding the scaffolding or sort of the pillars of SEO. How does search engine optimization really work? And breaking it down into 4 component parts. We have technical SEO, content, on-site, and off-site. And within technical SEO, we think about how the search engines crawl and index your website. That's really step 1 to getting found on Google, is that Google knows about your website and has an index of its pages. And when we think about that, we think about files like the robots.txt and the XML sitemap files. We think about security, so having a secure website. We think about speed, mobile usability, and then a little bit of structured markup called schema. A lot of technical SEO might feel overwhelming at first, but most modern content management systems, Squarespace, WordPress, Shopify, etc., handle so much of this for you that we can come in and be the icing on the cake. So don't get overwhelmed that we start with words like robots.txt files, which you may not even know what they are, because know that your website probably already has one of these, and we can just be the icing on the cake when we get hands-on with SEO and actually optimize it. Then we move into content, and content has been the backbone of SEO since its inception because it's how you share your experience and expertise, and this is really what Google and the search engines value. And when we think about content, we want high quality content that uses your keywords, that's reasonably recent, and that really showcases the expertise and experience behind the business. So when we invest in SEO, we spend a lot of time investing in content marketing. And we can add context to our content using on-site optimization. This is where we basically kind of add some structure to our web pages that make it easier for Google to understand and showcase. There are fields like page titles and meta descriptions that help Google market your web pages. There are tags like header tags that are going to basically provide structure both visually and behind the scenes in the HTML in your blog posts. We can add alternative text to images and then link well between our content. And finally, we have offsite SEO, which is to say that yes, Google and the other search engines learn a lot about your business from your website. That's kind of the step one of SEO. But they're also looking to understand the authority and trust behind the brand or the business as a whole. And they do that by looking at things like your backlink network, when other people link to your website. So if you become a member of a chamber of commerce, for example, you're going to be able to pick up a little vote of credibility from behind the scenes. Then local search is things like Google Maps. That's going to be a place where you can build trust with reviews. And finally, social media plays a little bit overlapping with SEO as well as building this kind of offsite cloud. So these are those 4 pillars of SEO, and we think about an approach to SEO that makes sense this year and the years to come. We think about wanting to follow a holistic approach, which is to say that SEO doesn't have to be complicated or take months to deliver results. Instead, we're going to follow a holistic approach that's based on real-world marketing. And we're going to take a step-by-step approach. We're going to do a couple of small things that then accumulate over time as we rinse and repeat. So if you're a local business, an example of what a step-by-step approach might look like for month number 1, you might make some improvements to your homepage, improve the design, add a little content, maybe a little bit of keyword usage, etc. Then maybe you'll go out and try to acquire a new review on your Google Maps listing. Then maybe you'll write a blog post that helps to feature some of the partners and people you do business with. And maybe that blog post will not only add value to your own website, but by linking out to other websites, you encourage your partners to do the same. And you maybe will pick up a couple of nice backlinks into that blog post. And then we can take a step back and analyze the results. So that is a big picture overview, an introduction to SEO, a little bit about how SEO works. And I hope this helps as you continue your journey of getting found on Google. Check out Pathfinder SEO to learn more about our guided approach that includes courses, community, and coaching.